Hi everyone, it is me, Sammy. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if you're new here. Hope you're all having an amazing day, whatever it is you're doing. As you can see behind me, Asda's just dropped off my food shop, which means it's time for a weekly food shop haul. We're going to run through how much I spent, what I picked up, and what meals I'm planning to make this week, guys. So if you do enjoy the video, don't forget to smash the thumbs up button, and also consider subscribing down below if you have not already. It would mean a lot to me. And yeah, without further ado, let's dive into it. I've been doing some great budget shopping so far in the month of January, and this week is no different. I've set myself a budget of £60 again this week, same as last week, just because I needed a few extra bits like nappies and stuff. I didn't want to push myself too hard with restricting to a £50 budget, but we're going for a £60 budget, and I'm excited to let you know that I smashed it yet again. I've got everything I need for me and my 3 kids throughout the week for less than £60. So let's run through and see how much I actually spent. So my shopping total for this week was £67.45. With multi-buy savings, I saved £8.36, which is incredible. I then had an Asda's reward voucher for £2.25, which I got for buying Little Angel's nappies the week before. It actually gave me a voucher in the rewards app for £2.25 off my next purchase of nappies, which is incredible, meaning that my total spend was £59.09. But then it got a little bit complicated when the delivery actually came. So I've got 2 substitutes. They were absolutely fine. We'll run through those as we're going through the items. But then I actually had 1 item missing. So from my frozen 4 for £5 deal, one of the chicken pop stars packs were missing. So I actually got that refunded to me. They refunded me £1.30 for that, which means that my total spend after the refund is actually £57.79, which means I've saved even more money, which is fantastic. Came in massively under budget, and yeah, super happy with that. Obviously I would have loved to have the item as well, don't get me wrong, but it rarely happens that items like this get missed. It doesn't happen very often, and normally I don't have that many substitutes either, so I can't complain too much, and they refunded it straight away. So hats off to Asda for dealing with that with the best customer service. And yeah, let's dive in now, see what I picked up and see what meals I'm planning to make this week, because we're on a slow cooker trend this week, trying to get some really nice healthy nutritious dinners in us, but with minimal effort using the slow cooker. So let's see what I picked up. Let's start with our frozen items first. Now, of course, I've already mentioned I got my 4 for £5 offer, but one of the items was missing, but we've got refunded for that. It's all good, I'm past it. So the 3 items that actually got delivered, we've got the chicken pop stars, the southern fried chicken pop stars. Now that I've only got 1 pack of these, it just means I can use it as a meal when the boys are at their dad's, just for me and Ava, rather than trying to feed all 4 of us with 1 packet. So that's absolutely fine. Still going to be a good dinner for us. Then I also picked up 2 of the Bird's Eye 2 battered fish fillets, so we can have a fish and chips dinner with some mushy peas and stuff. Love that as a weekday dinner. And then to go with that, I picked up some chips. So these are just some crispy homestyle chips, the Asda ones. These are phenomenal in the air fryer. £2.45 for these, absolute bargain. Delicious, crispy, fluffy, phenomenal. I'm gonna pop these away in the freezer now, and then we'll dive into chilled stuff. Starting off with some veg and cooking bits. I've got a fresh pack of coriander, which was 50p. Got a 4 pack of garlic bulbs for 88p. And then I've got a pack of sliced leeks for 84p that I'm going to use in a soup this week, a slow cooker soup. And then I got 2 2-kilo bags of Maris Piper potatoes. These were on offer for 2 for £3. So I thought, let me grab both of these and let me come up with some really cool ways to use potatoes this week. So I'm going to be using some of these for some mashed potato. I'm going to be doing some little cubed potatoes in the air fryer to go alongside our fish dish this week, with some green beans in my freezer. Phenomenal. And then I'm also going to be putting some potatoes into a really hearty soup as well, and also picking out the biggest ones to do a jacket potato dinner as well. So I'm actually going to get 4 dinners out of these potatoes, which fills me with so much joy. Then we've got quite a few meat options this week as well. I've got a pack of 8 pork sausages. These were £1.79. These actually have 72% pork content, which is incredible for such low priced sausages. Really rate these. I'm going to be using these in a slow cooker cooker cowboy supper this week. So in the slow cooker, we're gonna have some bacon, we're gonna have some sausages, some chopped tomatoes, beans. We're gonna have some like Dijon mustard in there and a little bit of seasoning. We're gonna be serving that with mashed potato. It's gonna taste absolutely amazing. So this was some of my substitutes, the bacon. So I actually ordered streaky bacon, smoked streaky bacon in the exceptional range, but it was 2 for £5, so it actually worked out incredible value. Whereas the streaky bacon wasn't available. So they've just replaced it with oak smoked back bacon rashers, which is absolutely fine. 2 for £5 still, didn't pay any extra. Got a little bit more bacon in it, to be honest. But if I was gonna go for the back rashers, I would have just gone for the Asda own ones, not the exceptional range. But we've got some high class bacon in our dinners this week. One of these packets is gonna be used in our cowboy supper slow cooker dish. And then the other one is gonna be used in our hearty soup. So I'm actually planning to do like a potato leek and bacon soup. It's gonna be really chunky, really delicious, and serving that with some baguettes as well, like for crusty bread on the side. Phenomenal. And then I've got a 1 kilo pack of boneless, skinless chicken thighs. This was £6, which I think is a really good price. I'm actually going to use half of this packet for 1 meal this week, and the other half I'm actually going to store in my freezer as like a stockpile, just because it worked out better value to buy the bigger pack, but I don't need to use a whole kilo of chicken thighs this week. The meal that I'm planning to make this week with the half packet of chicken thighs is actually a garlic pepper chicken. So it's going to be in the slow cooker again. We're going to have some garlic puree in there with some oyster sauce, soy sauce, really nice sort of Chinese inspired chicken dish. And then we're going to serve that with some egg noodles with some fresh coriander leaves scattered on top and some lime wedges to drizzle over as well. Absolutely amazing. If you do like the sound of these slow cooker dinners that I'm doing, guys, then the video for these recipes is already up on my channel. 4 budget friendly slow cooker recipes. They all taste absolutely amazing, and yeah, that video will already be up on my channel, guys. So if you are interested in seeing those recipes, definitely check that out. Now for fruit options this week, I've got a 6-pack of bananas for 94p, a pack of easy peeler mandarins for 97p. They're not in rollback anymore, unfortunately. 6-pack of apples for £1.17, and then I've got a 4-pack of lemons for £1.23. Now I'm using these lemons in our fish dish this week. Again, it's going to be another slow cooker dinner. I'm going to be serving it alongside some air fried potatoes and green beans with our lemon wedges, and there's going to be lemon in the cooking as well. I'm going to be using some whitefish fillets that I've got frozen in my freezer already, using minimal ingredients to make a whole nother dinner. We're going to be using some like paprika, chicken stock, and all sorts of things from my cupboard to make this insane paprika lemony fish. It's going to be absolutely incredible, and then serving it with some potatoes and green beans on the side. Phenomenal dinner, and so beautifully cooked in the slow cooker. I love cooking fish in the slow cooker. I've then got a 6 pint of whole milk for £2.40, and I've got 300 mils of creme fraiche for 75p, and this is going to be used in that fish dish as well. For some lunchbox bits for my boys, I've been shopping in the £1 rollback section in the Asda chilled aisle. We've got some cheese strings, a 4-pack for £1, and then I've got 2 packs of 9 frubes for £1 each as well. I'm going to be giving these to Ava as well because they're working out cheaper than the fromage fraise at the moment. So I'm going to see how Ava gets on with some frubes as well. And then the last 2 bits in the chilled section this week, we've got a 6-pack of pork sausage rolls for £1.74 and a whole cucumber for 89p. That's all my chilled stuff, guys. I'm going to pop this away in the fridge now, and then we'll be back to do non-food items and food cupboard bits. My only non-food item this week is a pack of Little Angels nappies. This is 46 nappies for £4.99 usually, but like I said, they had like a dry January offer. So the last time that I purchased Little Angels nappies 2 weeks ago, they gave me a £2.25 voucher off my next purchase. So I actually only paid £2.74 for these today, which is absolutely amazing. So yeah, big pack of Little Angels nappies, size 6+ for my baby girl. For bread this week, I got a soft white medium sliced loaf of bread for 74p, and the bake at home baguettes were 2 for £2. So yeah, I got 2 packs of 2 baguettes to go with our hearty soup this week. Got some cooking ingredients now. This was my other substitute, the egg noodles. So I actually ordered the Asda's own medium egg noodles. They weren't available, so they sent me the Blue Dragon medium egg noodles instead. The same way, everything. I don't know how much much these cost originally, but the Asda's own brand were only £1.15, so they only charged me £1.15 for the substitute. I've then got a tube of garlic puree for 95p, some light soy sauce for 64p, some Blue Dragon oyster sauce for £1.75, and some sun-dried tomato pesto for £2.20. Now for some tinned goods stock-ups for my cupboard. I've got a tin of mushy peas to go with our fish and chips mushy peas dinner this week. That was 49p. I've got a 4-pack of Asda's baked beans. Absolutely love these baked beans, even more than Heinz. Yes, I said it. £1.50 for a 4-pack, and I go through so many tins of chopped tomatoes in this house, so I got a 4-pack of chopped tomatoes as well, and this was £1.80. And the last two items I have on my shopping this week, guys, a multi-pack of hula hoops, a 12-pack for £3.48, and then a nice chunky box of honey nut cornflakes, Asda's own brand, and these were £1.10. And that is everything I got on my shopping this week, guys. Let me know what you thought of me staying below my budget of £60. I haven't really had to buy any sort of sweet treats or anything else like that recently, because we're still trying to get through our chocolate overload from Christmas and still trying to make our way through our selection boxes and things like that. I feel like I've struck the perfect balance this week between amazing home cooked food and also some quick and easier dinners for myself if I have like an overwhelming day or a full work day. Yeah, I feel like I've struck the balance really well this week, but let me know your thoughts, guys. I'm excited to see what kind of challenge I can set myself for next week's meals and next week's food shop. But yeah, I'm excited for you to see, guys. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the love and support on my channel at the moment, and hopefully I'll see you very, very soon for another video. Take care. Bye.